Good evening, folks, and welcome to Cooking with Dan Luzzi. My name is Janet Rapasardi-Hoff. I'll be your host this evening in Dan's Kitchen with Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hey, gang. What's up?
How are you?
Here we are again.
Here we are again.
Teeing it up, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't believe you're not going golfing today. Come on.
It's a long day. I may be out there. You never know, right?
No, it's beautiful. It's the
I
nicest
know.
day in the summer so far. It's like
It really is
72,
nice.
73 with a breeze.
Little breeze.
Gorgeous.
Yesterday, I felt like I was 10 feet from the sun.
Oh,
It was unbelievable,
I know.
right? The
It's
last few
too-
days.
Too hot. Hot,
Guess we're
hot,
taking
hot.
this now. It's early August, and I'm sure everybody out there knows how bad it's been. I was going to try to do some, going to make a chocolate sauce this afternoon for garnishing desserts.
Ooh, chocolate.
So I guess I could get that in the pan now. I could start
Sure.
doing that. I had some little blocks of just sweet, rather unsweetened chocolate. Gonna make some squiggly lines with it. We're gonna put it in that little double boiler we have back there. You can't put the stuff like this on direct heat because it'll scorch. So I might as well get this stuff going.
And now I notice this is unsweetened. It's the dark chocolate. Does it matter whether it's dark or whether it's milk chocolate?
Yeah, it's the color, the texture. This stuff seems to be more workable. You can always add cream and whatnot to it later on. We'll get this on in there. And our little double boiler. Keep an eye on that. See,
Now
it's starting to melt already.
The water underneath, is that boiling or not quite?
Not quite.
Okay.
Not quite. It'll take a little longer if it was boiling. I just don't. As long as you're, as long as you're trying to, avoid hurting something like that, you might as well go all the way. I don't want to, take any chance of blistering it. All right. I was going to do a couple items with chicken. We've done this a couple of times, but this is. I'm always. We were cooking at the house the other night, and it's just my poor wife. No, but I keep thinking about moms on the run, kids going to this, that, and at the same time not wanting to necessarily go to the chains. They'd like to get something cooked. I mean, if you cooked some chicken off and maybe flattened it out and sautéed it off in the afternoon or something, and you could cut it into strips, get one of those tombstone pizzas out there, put it on top of that with a little couple greens on the side. I mean, you can rationalize that you've actually cooked it or not. But that something more is happening than just a basic pizza or something like that. Chicken sandwiches. There's a million ways of doing this, but I think people are afraid because they don't know how to do this. One of the main things I think is that you don't want to leave something out all afternoon.
Right.
But to do something an hour before you were going to cook it. I mean, like cooking. It's just amazing. If you went out and bought some really great paper plates. You weren't up for cleaning up. You spent a little more on the plates, right? You can throw the silverware in some deep water or something like that to soak it out. You cooked a couple of things ahead of time, like some chicken or some pasta or something else, like we've done here. We've just gotten through cooking this pasta here. The pot is clean, put away. We've got some chicken cooked off here. You got a few good plastic plates, and we're going to toss something together that it's going to be minimal cleanup, and I think that's really important, I think we're about there. How's that cocoa doing?
That didn't take too long.
See, folks, it's starting to melt a little bit already. We're just going to whisk that in. Then I'm going to add a few doohickeys to it and try to get it into a squirt bottle. And this way I can garnish a couple of desserts with it. We can, there's a million and one things to do, like raspberry sauces and this creme anglaise, which is really nice. A real vanilla-based, sugary buttercream. Not a buttercream. It's just a cream-based sauce and little cornstarch that hold the cream together, and it's sweetened, vanilla and all. It's just terrific what you can do with it. So it can really make a piece of chocolate cake. You kick it over the top a little bit, But I don't want to do anything till these tomatoes are ready. I think they are. They've been sitting here long enough, I believe.
I want to find out. I want to find out what those doohickeys are.
Right. So do I. I've got a little whisk here for the cocoa. I want to stir that in.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
hard.
that's looking good.
Yeah, I'm going to make a caramel too. Caramel looks really nice. All of a sudden you get the the tan caramel, the dark chocolate, and the blonde with the creme anglaise, and you put a few lines or ponds on a plate and put a dessert on there. It can be really a fun thing. They can hang out for a while. guess I can move this out of the way. Put it down over here. All right, so I'm going to do a little dish with some garlic and oil, some asparagus and some chicken, and the main thing being the pasta, the garlic, the oil, and the chicken. And we're going to garnish it with some asparagus tips and some al julienne, thin strip, the roasted peppers that we have here. Now we have two types of garlic here. We have our whole cloves, and I was gonna make a dish in a few moments that had just pureed garlic. We just put this through the blender and rather the food processor, and we're gonna leave that in the dish that's more of a lighter sauce. The garlic will kind of disappear, but the flavor will be there. This garlic we're gonna slice and brown. I'm not a big fan of this move here. I mean, certain things might be good. But to me, that just sent the oil out sideways. I'm going to cook this up. It's going to get kind of gummy, I feel, you know?
Oh, really? Okay.
And then, you know, it's one way of doing it. You can get some flavor out of it, maybe if you're going to scoop it out and not serve it. But this dish that we're going to prepare, you're going to be eating the garlic unless you don't like that. You know, some people get weirded out, you know, eating garlic, but it's really good. You know, we're going to make little wafers. We've done it a couple of times on the show. So what we'll do is we'll get the garlic in the pan. I'll put this pan on low. I don't want to get the garlic too hot. We're going to have a real nice extra virgin olive oil here, nice green stuff. I can always add a little bit. I mean, if I get my plate hot, I'm going to get the pasta hot. I don't want to risk scorching the garlic and having it too oily, okay? So we're going to put a little bit of oil in here. I'm thinking one dish. And I can also, you know, I can toss some oil in at the end, and we'll figure out if we're gonna. I've got a vinegar reduction here. We might put a little dash of this on to give it a little, and some Parmesan, and some chocolate. Nah. But all right, I'm gonna cut this in a little, like not 1/16, 1/8 of an inch. I don't know what you'd call these slices, but I don't want them like paper thin. Remember that one movie, what was it, Goodfellas? Slicing the garlic, paper thin with the razor, right? You know, we just have them about that thin, you know, and it's going to brown nicely and get a nice little crunch to the tooth. Because if we make them too thick, then the garlic is browned on the outside and it's all ucky and strong on the inside, and everybody will get crazy. But if you can get it the right thickness and brown it properly, it's just such a wonderful thing.
Kind of like little chips, sort of.
Right.
Okay,
All right.
I think we have plenty enough garlic there. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going right over with this garlic.
Oh, yeah. There's only one requirement when you have a dish like that.
Right.
Everyone must eat the garlic.
Right, yeah, this garlic's going to be neat. It's going to be, all right, this is right where we want it. That's not, you don't want to you want the garlic to be hot. You want it hot. You want it real hot, baby. You want it hot, but, you know, you don't want to toss this in it. It's torched. You don't want this moving too hard. You want this to brown gently. So all I'm going to do here is I've already got my chicken cooked off, my pasta cooked off, and now we just have to try to I cook some asparagus off. The peppers, you could probably go buy them and get them out of a jar if you want. So, and you could even have done this a little bit ahead of time. Just make some thin strips. You know, maybe if I had a rigatoni type pasta, I'd make them a little thicker, the strips. But I like to flatten the chicken a little bit and get these thinner, more petite ones.
Looks good.
Right.
Ooh, we heard an from the cameraman,
Yeah, I know.
too.
Greg's saying I'm so
Because the
starving.
aroma of the garlic is wasting this way, and it's great.
Right, it's a good thing.
You know, I can't believe how small, I mean, these are baby asparagus. I mean, baby
Yeah, they're
asparagus. They are beautiful.
They are Twinkies.
They really are.
I gotta
So
admit,
sweet.
they're nice, they're great, but I don't want these, we've had a couple come in the back door, I swear they look like relatives of a giant redwood sequoia. And I don't want that, and, you know, but and they're nice too. They're gonna be nice for a dish like this, but when we're serving it on a plate, I like it more medium.
Yeah, you need it, I guess, a little bit more meaty on it.
Right.
Just served
Right, it looks
On a
like it's
plate.
got a little more to it.
right.
All right, let's see what we're doing over here with the garlic. All right, I should have had this pasta in the water. You know me, I've got a phobia about no water. in the my dish here. I guess we'll throw a little extra in today, right?
Oh, sure.
I'm hungry.
Very hungry. We'll get them in there. We got some rolling water. I guess I'll just toss it right in here. And that's that.
And just that quick.
Just that quickly. All we have to do is get it a little bit hotsy-totsy. Turn that off. This garlic is just coming along perfectly, you know. All of a sudden, it's, you know, happening. It's just going to start turning light brown. All the slices are thin enough that they're going to be just little wafers. And we just have to be careful now just not to burn it. Yeah, I think we got enough for a dish there.
Mmm.
So
Crew
we'll
is
get a plate
hungry.
ready and we'll get ready to put this doggone thing together. All right. I guess I could take a few of these pepper
The-
strips.
Roasted red peppers?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cut these into little strips also.
Nice.
I don't want to affect the dish too much, but I'm figuring this is the third color we want to throw in there. See how many. See if we need any more after that. Okay. I'm gonna try to put the pasta on the plate and get some of this ready, and this is just how we would finish this dish. Got a little pile of linguine. See how yellow that is?
Yes.
You know, these are the little things right here. I think that's all we need.
That looks good.
I'm gonna take some of these chicken pieces, and I'm gonna take the time. Hopefully I'll have the time with that garlic. I don't want to burn it. I'm gonna move this around like that. I
Well,
possibly
that's
should
on
have.
a medium to low flame.
Right.
right?
In fact, I'm gonna make it real low in a second. It's okay. You gotta watch this. But I mean, this is something I mean, you could do it with shrimp. Veal, forget it. It costs too much money. God forbid you messed it up. Right? We'll put our little soldiers in there.
Oh, nice. Very
Little
nice.
Asparagus. That's enough anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a little salt, a little white pepper, and I've got that, I think we're just gonna work with the garlic now. Checking the chocolate out, trying to figure out how to finish this. Do I need parsley? No, we got one green in there, right?
Yeah.
And we'll put this on top. But again, this is room temperature, so is the asparagus. The plate, make the plate hot, make the pasta hot, make the oil hot. Don't go crazy. I mean, if you want to toss the asparagus into the radar for 2 seconds or something like that. I'm going to add a little of this if I need it just before we finish the dish. That's at room temperature also. See how it's starting to brown up a little
getting
bit there?
Absolutely.
It's really going to perfume the oil.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a garlicky dish. Put it right there. I guess I can always just turn the flame up in the interest of time. Beating this garlic thing to death, huh? After that, we'll get to the chocolate. We've just got another dish or two, and it's off to the golf course we go.
Nothing beats that aroma, Dan.
Is that nice?
Oh, it's really, that's great.
No, but the people should try it. Some people that don't normally eat this should try a few bites of this. As long as it's not bitter or too raw. This is just about where we're going to want to have it, right, Janet? Any more than
Oh,
that,
that's
we're
beautiful.
going to...
It's nice and golden.
Nice and
The
golden,
white?
but if I take a chance, you know, it's going to start getting bitter on you, you know? All right, we'll put our little potato chips all over the top. Oh man, this smells good.
Oh, it does. That is heavenly. Ooh. I think you've outdone yourself with this dish, Dan.
Yeah, we can put this
Good.
one. Oh, let's see if, yeah, it's plenty of oil. Plenty of oil. All right. Now, how are we going to finish? We'll go with a little, we can concentrate these towards the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
The peppers. We'll put that color up top a little more. It's really just a third color, folks, that I wanted to get in here. You can hear our lawn getting mowed out there.
Yes.
There is no lawn, so I wonder why they're mowing. So, you know, with the heat out here, forget it, right? Everybody's lawn is a disaster unless you got the old sprinkler system on, but then again, there's a few water alerts around. Try one of
Yes,
these
that's
little...
true. Oh, I would love to.
That is
Ooh.
so good.
That is nice.
All right, I've got this little balsamic vinegar reduction just to garnish it and maybe get a little accented
Oh, that is
flavor in there.
Gorgeous.
Is that nice? And I think this dish does call for a little Parmesan, so maybe you would say, you know, here's our dish, folks, and, you know, once you got it to your plate, you could shave a little Parmesan cheese on there like that. So there we go. Chicken, garlic, and oil, a little garnish of asparagus, and julienne roasted peppers.
Well, you know I wasn't going to let you forget about the chocolate.
No, no, it's all melted up. There we are. We're ready to work with it. I'll just put it to the side for the time being, let it cool off just a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. All right. I've got two dishes we want to do. I just wanted to make, I was thinking about that tombstone pizza, you know, you get out of the freezer and stuff, and if you put some stuff on it, put it in the oven, you know, it can be a really good thing. You know, even some salad, you know, pile it on there. I was down at a place, they had a, what do you call those things? It was a taco pizza.
A taco
Yeah,
pizza.
they had all those ingredients, or what is that? No,
A Mexican pizza?
yeah, Mexican type pizza, all the stuff, the guacamole and every other doggone thing there. So the pizzas, you can do some fun things with them. All right. So we're going to go with some basic pizza sauce. This is actually our marinara sauce that we've thickened up a little bit. We pureed it, so that's why there's no little lumpies. And we season it up with our secret herbs and spices.
Dan's secret herbs and
Yeah,
spices.
you know,
Yeah.
used to be in the pizza business, so we had our own little sauce recipe. Probably put too much sauce on there. And I'm going to put the pepperoni and chicken together is what we're going to do. I like the thoughts of that. Let's see, I've got some cheese I shaved up just prior to coming on the air. It's managed to melt up
That
just a little
looks
bit.
good.
You know, I like a good amount, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
Extra cheese! Hey, give me a hand here. But, yeah, I like a certain balance, but some people really get cheesed out. I guess maybe they got gypped when they were younger or something like that. But
Gypped when they were younger.
I don't know, but no, but, you know, some places, too, are a little stingy, I guess. But if you get, there's balance, you know, there's balance. Great crust, the sauce, right consistency. Now, I was going to put some of this chicken on there, and I was going to get the pepperoni on there. All right, get a little more of this chicken on here.
That looks good. I'm going to steal a piece of chicken.
Yeah, grab it, it's cooked. And what's good about it is it never went back in the friggy.
You're right.
So it's...
That's great.
Yeah, that's enough chicken, right?
Okay.
I've got a few pepperonis over here.
Pepperoni.
Love pepperoni. That's what I call nice oily. We're just going to end up garnish it with a little parsley. Yeah, I've yet to see the pizzerias serving chicken on a pizza. Maybe if they watch the show, it'll happen. So let's see what that looks like. Hopefully it's going to sink down a little bit. We'll put it in the oven. Whoa!
Ooh. Surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
We got to get the oven door fixed there. I got to call this fella up, see what he's doing. All right, we're going to make our shrimp scampi.
Oh, that was going to be my next question because I
Right.
noticed the shrimp over here.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done it on the show before. Haven't done it in a while. A couple of our viewers have asked about it. So we had some breading here. We make our own breadcrumbs, of course. I had a few of these nice-sized camarones, a few shrimp here. And I'm just going to put a little of our cheaper oil in a pan. Not too much oil. So we'll let pizzas go and we'll put this dish together. Because I'm going to finish this dish with a little butter. So while, we're not breading this per se. I mean, there's breadcrumbs on it, but it's not like I'm putting in flour and egg and stuff. It's just going to cause a little crisp on the outside. Some of it's going to fall off, some of it'll stay on, and it gets it nice and crunchy. It's a nice way to do this dish. Just something different, I've had complaints in the past, but more people than not would prefer it the way I'm doing it here. Plus, it's not as oily and greasy,
Yeah.
There's no law that said that this stuff's got to get dumped over rice and linguine. A whole lot of it. All right, let's give that a shot. All right, all I'm doing is browning both sides of the shrimp. You're a little, that once again, when you're sauteing, there's nothing like turning your stuff over and having the noise level go up in the pan.
Okay, is that a good or a bad thing,
That's
Dan?
a good thing. That's
Okay.
a good thing.
That's a good thing.
And, if you're not sure with these fish fillets and shrimp, it's cooked. It's fine. You don't have to worry about it. All right, I'm going to take this oil. I'm going to toss it out. Hopefully not toss any of the shrimp out. I'm going to add a little garlic and white wine. And again, that's that garlic that we had pureed. Got a little stock here. A little fish stock as an accent. And this dish should finish quite rapidly. Gonna put some salt.
And now are you reducing that stock?
Right.
Okay.
Some white pepper. I got a little butter here.
Oh,
Let's scrunch that up a little bit.
that'll thicken that up?
All right.
Okay.
I want to get this in and out of the pan as rapidly as possible because I don't want the more steam you have, the more it's going to ruin the crunch on your on the top of your shrimp. And we're just going to lay that out in the pan. And some of the breading found its way into the sauce also. I'm going to add a little more stock to this. I want a little more sauce, and I don't want it quite that thick. I think that's hot enough as it is.
Wow.
I'll give that a little wig around to make sure everything's mixed. So you take a smell of that if you can with
Oh,
the
I know,
garlic
I
and the
can
white
from
wine
here.
together. It's quite a marriage.
It really is.
All right, so I'm going to go with some greens. We haven't used much parsley today. I'm so proud of
Oh,
myself.
yeah.
Commander Parsley, the Parsley Board of California, or Florida, should love me. Commander Parsley. I'll put a junior garnish in there, and we have a little shrimp scampi.
We have pizza.
Pizza.
We forgot. Almost. Almost.
All right. We've got a little pepperoni pizza here.
Oh, that looks perfect.
It's what I call good oily.
Yeah.
Not too, smothered, but, if you don't like a little oil, you don't have pepperoni, right? That be that. Again, I'll go junior garnish here.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. But do you see how the chicken sunk into the pizza and the sauce? Boy, this is going to be fun to eat, I think. Put another garnish on there. You could take that off in 2 seconds. But there you have a little pizza with some julienne chicken breast and pepperoni.
Thank you, folks, again for joining us in the dining room as we wrap up the show for the evening. We've done a lot of really neat stuff today, haven't we?
Yeah, we almost were, we weren't getting the show off the ground at the beginning, right? Dan walked in a little unprepared today, I think, right?
Oh, that's okay. We'll
Yeah,
forgive you.
thanks.
As long as you feed me.
Right, you know that. Yeah, bring this down to your girlfriends for lunch, right?
Yes,
Greg
yes.
will say, forget that, right? We had our julienne chicken that's hiding underneath that that pepperoni over there. I'll tell you what, Greg, I might have to cut a slice out of that before you get it. And we had our shrimp scampi that we made with the non-pasta rice variety.
There you go. I
It's
like
really
that little
good, though.
crunch.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
terrific.
Oh,
It's
it
a really
is.
great dish. A little French or Italian bread with that. Nice, nice. And here we had our garlic festival. We have the pre-cooked chicken, julienne, linguine, the garlic and oil, the little balsamic drizzle on top, the garnish with the asparagus and the pimento. I might go for a forkful of that too, Greg, so be prepared.
And you get the
We'll have to fight over it.
A for artistic endeavor, and it
Right,
tastes just
right.
as good, too.
A little
That's
shaved
really
Parmesan
super.
on that.
Yeah.
Man.
It's ours, right, Dan?
That's right.
Well, thanks again, folks, for joining us this evening, and we'll see you again next week.